the author who made himself disappear. Imagine a man who was not afraid of death, but wanted to choose his own death. A writer who wanted to leave behind no trace, no grave, no evidence. This is the story of Ambrose Bierce, one of America's sharpest writers, and the man behind one of history's greatest mysteries. A story that remains unsolved even after more than a century. December 1913. An elderly man, standing on the threshold of 70, suddenly vanished from the world. No body was ever found, no grave, no final confirmation. The question is, was it an accident? Or was it a carefully planned disappearance, prepared in complete silence? From the very beginning, Bierce's life was lived under the shadow of death. At the age of 19, he joined the American Civil War. He was wounded twice on the battlefield, and the second injury left him with a bitter, ruthless understanding of death that stayed with him for the rest of his life. When the war ended, Bierce arrived in San Francisco in 1865 and married a prominent woman named Mary Ellen Day. They had 2 sons and a daughter. But the marriage did not remain happy for long. In 1871, he left everything behind and moved to England, where his sharp and dark stories quickly made him famous. People began calling him the king of pessimistic tales. Then began his real career in journalism. In 1876, Bierce returned to San Francisco, already a well-known figure. Newspaper owner William Randolph Hearst offered him a newspaper column. Bierce accepted, and his sarcastic, fearless, and razor-sharp writing earned him great fame, but also countless enemies. People began to fear his pen. 10 years later, he moved to Washington, D.C., where he continued writing until 1909. In 1912, his secretary, Carrie Christensen, completed the publication of all his stories. Bierce was now 70 years old. He devoted the rest of his life to studying military affairs and had come to regard himself as an expert. But the real mystery begins in 1913. A civil war had broken out in Mexico. Rebel leaders Pancho Villa and Venustiano Carranza were leading their armies into battle. Bierce announced that he was going to Mexico to visit the old battlefields. But in a letter to his daughter Helen, he revealed something much deeper. He did not want to die of old age while lying in bed. He wanted his end to be glorious. He even told a friend that he wanted his writings to be forgotten after his death, as if he wanted to erase even his own memory. December 16th, 1913. His last known letter was written from Laredo, Texas, in which he mentioned that he was entering Mexico. After that, silence. Complete, eternal silence. Did he really cross into Mexico and die fighting alongside Pancho Villa's army? One unverified report claims that he actually reached Pancho Villa's headquarters. Or perhaps, did he never cross the border at all, but instead disappear into a remote mountain region with a climate suitable for his asthma, where he quietly spent the last days of his life? Some people tell an entirely different story. That, at the request of British military advisor Lord Kitchener, he traveled to Europe, where the flames of the First World War had begun to spread. Strangely enough, his daughter never even asked the U.S. State Department to search for her father. 20 years passed. The search continued. Rumors kept circulating, but no final answer was ever found. Today, more than a century later, the question still remains. Did Ambrose Bierce really erase himself from history? Was this the greatest story of his life, one that he wrote through his own disappearance? And perhaps that is exactly what he wanted, to leave behind a mystery that could never be solved. A silence that speaks louder than words. If you enjoyed this mysterious story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell icon so you never miss our next mysterious story. See you in the next video with another unbelievable truth.